The data is in. Over 10 million homeowners 65 and older are still paying off their mortgage. Welcome back to the Industry Leader Update. A recent LendingTree survey examined the latest data from the U.S. Census Bureau to see just how many homeowners still have a mortgage. And that data was drawn from the nation's 50 largest metro areas. What they found is 19% of homeowners 65 and older are still making monthly mortgage payments. As inflation continues to prove to be a stubborn economic drag on the pocketbooks of Americans, it's safe to assume that many of these homeowners are now finding that their monthly mortgage payment is a significant burden on their monthly cash flow. According to the firm Personal Capital, the average mortgage holder in their 60s has a mortgage balance of $243,000. Experian's annual State of Credit report found that baby boomers, age 57 to 75, carry an average balance of $198,000. While those 76 and older have a smaller average balance of $163,000. The slump in reverse mortgage volume, that following the end of the boom in reverse mortgage refinances, has left many originators wondering if there's still significant demand for the reverse mortgage among the older homeowner. Well, the data would appear to indicate that there is both a need and potential demand to possibly eliminate one's required monthly mortgage payment. And while many do intend to pay off their mortgage prior to retirement, the reality is this: many are unable to accomplish that goal for a number of reasons. It could be a job loss, health emergencies, financially assisting family members, or financial shocks. Those are just a few of the likely hurdles to being mortgage-free by the time one quits working. The pivotal question is, what percentage of the home's present value is encumbered with mortgage debt? The first thing we always look for. The answer, it depends on your market. For example, in San Diego, Miami, and Las Vegas, they lead the way with the largest share of 65 and older homeowners with a mortgage. Almost 24% of homeowners in those areas are still paying off their mortgage. Conversely, Salt Lake City, Austin, and Dallas, Texas, had the smallest share of the 65-plus crowd owing money on their homes. Just shy of 14% of them have a mortgage. Now, are seniors completely averse to getting any new mortgage? Not necessarily. The Epoch Times reports Nancy Messerol, a manager at ASAP Mortgage in New York State. She says that many of her clients are 65 and older, and she noted, age has no bearing on someone getting a mortgage. Even if someone's 90 years old and qualifies, he or she will get the mortgage. Jacob Chanel, senior economic analyst at LendingTree, said, because the conventional wisdom is that a person should pay off their mortgage before they reach retirement age, I was initially surprised at just how many people in their mid-60s and beyond still had a mortgage. But when I started to look deeper at the figures and thought about how expensive housing has become and how many people simply cannot afford a home until later in life, those numbers began to make a lot of sense. Chanel found about 9.6 million homeowners 65 and up still have a mortgage, while more than 16 million do not. What is becoming clear is despite the sudden curtailment of reverse mortgage loan volume, there's a bona fide need for mortgage payment relief. The challenge, as always, remains in reaching that segment of homeowners while at the same time overcoming entrenched misconceptions and public bias against one of the most unique and flexible mortgages in American finance. Now, what are your thoughts? Leave your comments in the comments section below, and if you'd be so kind as to share today's video on your social media platforms. Don't forget, we have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you never miss an upcoming episode. And each and every week, we bring you the nation's only weekly podcast for reverse mortgage professionals with news, commentary, and analysis. And you can find that on iTunes if you're an Apple user, or here at HeckhamWorld.com. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.